bright like a diamond to show me the pitfalls in my path, to show that folk have took the caution signs, the yield signs, the U-turn signs out of my way because they was trying to get me to have a hit-on collision with death and destiny. Y'all ain't gonna say no good amen. Everybody that smiles in your face, everybody that shake your hands, even sometimes the people you lay next to at night ain't gonna get no good.
Oh my God.
It don't mean no good for you. And that wonderfully well, if you wonder, there have been times when that the enemy would have to come in and try to get up in sheep clothing and try to blend in with folk trying to infiltrate what God is trying to do.
Oh my God.
They were asleep. Elder Gizzy woke up and they saw that which had caused them to go to sleep. Now they are awakened and want to know what happened. They said, what manner of man is this? Now, James, I took a little time to go into the depths of the study, and I scrolled through the scriptures, and I found a couple of key witnesses I wanted to call and put on stand to find out what they had to say about this man, because there's been times in my life when my tongue has stuck to the roof of my head. My eyes felt like they were wax coals. I didn't really know what was going on. I didn't know how. And as I walked through the scriptures, I ran into Mary.
Mary.
You know Mary, the mother of Jesus.
Are you great teach?
In the mirror, I said, hey, Mary, how's it going? I said, what it is? I said, what? Tell me a little bit something about your son Jesus. She said, well, look, Big Mike, all I can really tell you is I remember a time that we were sitting down at the wedding feast and they ran out of wine. You know how it is when you're having a good time. And he said, I looked over and I saw my son. He said, he told them to fill every jug and every pot and every bottle with water. And next thing I know, he had done turned water in the wine. She said, but I know I birthed him. I know he came through me, but I still had to pose the question, what manner of man is this? I kept on going. I said, all right, Mary, catch up with you. And I was walking through the town and I saw the woman who was at the well. And I stopped by and talked to her for a little bit. And she said, I came just to get me some water, man. And before I knew it, I sat down with him and the man told me all my business. He told me how I was a whoremonger, how I had a husband, but I was sleeping around with the men in the town.
My Lord.
Girl,
Are you teaching?
That's a little bit too much for me, though. But she said, I still got to pose the question, what manner of man is this? I said, girl, I got to go on. I got to get down here to Boston Market, get me a quarter white with 2 fries and a half and half. And she said, oh, you go ahead and go. And as I was going, on my way into the door, and I saw this woman, this certain woman. I said, well, she looked like, I said, what is she? She said, I'm the woman with the issue of blood. I was the one that
are you teaching?
For 12 years.
You better walk us through.
And day out. She said, I just had a little feeling that what I had heard through the street, through the vine, that if I could get myself to see this man that everybody had been talking about, she said, I just felt like if I couldn't even get up on him, but if what they say about him is true, then the vestments and the garments that he had on, if I could just get to the hem of it, I believe I could. She said, and I pushed my way, I dragged my way through the street, through the market, and the Mari, and the clean. I want to pause, put a dime in the meter right here, wonder when was the last time we got dirty enough to go after God? When was the last time that we felt like that we wasn't going to put our 24 inches or our 8 inches in our hair? We weren't going to put on our beaded face and be on fleek. When was the last time that we had coal in our eyes and crust in the corner of our mouths, had our pajamas on like we were walking around through the mall, but yet we was in our homes and we were sweeping and mopping the floor and we started to call on the name of the Lord because the cares of life and the pressures and the storm of life had gotten up on us. And I want to pause right here and try to tell somebody that in this next move, don't get on Facebook and tell your business. In this next move, don't text and call nobody. In this next move, don't go crazy. Don't pull your hair out. But in this next move, turn the television off. Turn off 92.2. Get down on your knees and front the mop in the bucket and say, here, my God. In this next dispensation, when your money is funny, your change is strange. When Big Daddy walks out on you, he don't want you no more. When
yes,
he
Lord.
leaves you, take all that you have. I'm trying to tell you, there is somebody
my God,
that is willing and waiting. Kept on going. Told the girl, I got to get out of here. My food is getting cold. I got to eat this stuff. Get home. I told her, I got to find out, and ran in. Told blind Bartimaeus. There he was, sitting on the side. And old blind Bartimaeus said, all I know, Big Rab, is that I once was blind, but
Now I see.
Now I see.
My Lord.
He said it still poses me to ask the question, what manner a man is this? I said, about a man, I got to go on now because I see the po-po coming. You know how it is. When the po-po comes, we start running even when we ain't did nothing. I was on my way and I heard the Centennial Soldier. I saw the po-po say, up. I said, I didn't do nothing, man. He said, no, man. He said, I heard that you were going through the town and running into folk and you was asking people. He said, but I wanted to tell you that I was a servant, that I had a servant who was sick under death, and I ran into your man Jesus, and I told him all about it, and I told him that I needed my servant to be healed. It was my best servant, my right hand man, my ace boon coon, my lieutenant in my army, and I needed him to be able to be healed. And Jesus had the audacity to tell me, he said, man, go on home. He said that he who was sick is not sick anymore. I said, man, he jived. I don't know what he was talking about, Bishop Jingles, but I went on home, and when I got home, I found out that my servant wasn't sick no more. He said, and it pauses me to have to ask, the question still is, what manner of man is this? I'm glad you asked me this morning. Let me tell you that this man named Jesus is the real deal. He's the real deal, Holyfield. He is the one, and besides him, there is none other. This man, Jesus, God Almighty, he went around healing those that needed to be healed. He was giving sight to the blind. He was feeding the hungry. He was clothing the naked. He was restoring. He was casting out devils. He was casting out demons. And I want to try to tell somebody, there is still a miracle working God. I don't care what you're facing, what you're dealing with in this season. I know your loved one had died. I know this marks the anniversary, and this is the period when we get depressed. We want to fall out and kick and scream, but all hope is not lost. All hope is not